Hey guys, what's up? It's Cartman12, and I just got back from town right now. And in town, basically, there's a whole bunch of stores, like Woolworths used to be there. There's WH Smith. There's also an Apple shop, a Sony Center shop, and the cinema, and various other shops. Now, I just came back, and when we were there, me and my brother went out as a sort of day out this weekend. And I was very surprised, but outside the Apple shop, there was this sort of like Nintendo stall. And near this stall, they had sort of like a Mario sort of convention or something. They were basically showing off demos of Super Mario, the new Super Mario for the 3DS, which is supposed to come out in the next few days. They also showed off Mario Kart, which I was very surprised by, which is supposed to come out next month. And they also showed off Luigi's Mansion, which is supposed to come out God knows when. And I've also heard somewhere that Luigi's Mansion is coming out in 2012, in December next year. Yeah, that's what I heard somewhere. I'm not sure if that's true or anything, or if they've changed the release date, but that's what I heard on the internet a few months ago. It was loads of people were there. They had a few seats that we could sit on, and also they were showing off the Flame Red 3DSs as well, which are available in the UK now. Now, I went and they also before I found out about the Marios that they were showing, I thought they were just Mario posters. I didn't know they were letting you play the game demos of it. But they let you play games like Star Fox Command, which I had quite a bit of fun with. The graphics were beautiful, and the 3D was also very good. Surprisingly, these games that I was using 3D on, even on the highest setting, it did not hurt my eyes at all. Your eyes or your head was not hurting, and in my case, not my little brother's, but in my case, I could see everything on the max 3D setting. I played Star Fox Command, which was, as I said before, quite good. But this video is not about the Star Fox Command. This is about the new Mario games that are coming out. Now, three sort of Nintendo Mario games were on demo. Let's talk about Luigi's Mansion 2 first. Now, I did not have much time to play the game because, to tell you the truth, I'd say that was so far at its current stage. It looked like the worst game out of the three. The graphics were good. I knew what they were going for, but they looked sort of jagged. The characters and objects looked very jagged. The lines didn't really look as smooth as the other two games. And overall, I was not really impressed with the frame rate. It looked like it ran at 20 and 25 frames per second. It was jumping between those two frames. But let's talk about the 3D effect first on Luigi's Mansion. The 3D effect was utilized pretty good. When Luigi uses his flashlight and points it at the screen, it looks like it's actually coming out of the screen. Like I said, I didn't have much time to play Luigi's Mansion because I got very bored of it very quickly. It still needs a lot of work doing to it, but I'd say it looks okay. I didn't really have much time to play with the ghosts or anything, but I would definitely not pay for it. I know where they're going with it, but it's nowhere near being done yet. Now, the second game, let's talk about Super Mario. Now, Super Mario, Nintendo released a trailer of that quite a few months, I think it was a few months ago, on the eShop for the 3DS. I've seen it. On the 3D, I'd say it looks well overpowered on that video at least. I could see double, and it was just hurting my eyes. It was like too much effect on my eyes. I was actually surprised with this game demo, though. When I was actually jumping around in the levels and stuff and actually playing the game, I thought it was very good. The controls were great, the 3D, absolutely fantastic. You do not want to play this game without the 3D, otherwise it'll feel like an incomplete experience. The 3D really completed the experience for me. The 3D, you'd want to keep that on. This is the best game so far that I've seen that utilizes the 3D, because it's very fun and amusing to look at, and it just sort of kept me going because I wanted to see what other sort of 3D effects that the game had in store for me. So the gameplay was solid. I haven't really played any 3D Mario games. They just sort of bored me, and I didn't know really where my next objective was. But this looks quite straightforward, very beautiful graphics, very polished, very, very smooth characters, unlike Luigi's Mansion 2 at its current stage. And the game does look awesome. Would I get it? Well, I'm not really a Mario fan, but I'd consider it when the price dropped. Now, game number 3, which actually surprised me and my brother so much, and that is Mario Kart 3D. Now, before I actually tell you how great this game is, in my opinion, it's the best of the three. It is absolutely beautiful to look at. I know Mario Kart DS was very, very good, the graphics and stuff, for a DS game. But this looks a lot more polished, a lot more things going on around the screen. You see a lot more sort of things in the stage, like more flowers or some sort of waterfalls, and more detail in the game. It looks just like the Wii version, but maybe a bit better. And all that packed into a smaller screen. You might think that sort of game packed into a smaller screen might not look as good as it would on a big screen. But I'm telling you guys, on a smaller screen it actually looks better, in my opinion. The game looks awesome. It looks beautiful. I'd rate graphics alone 10 out of 10. And you actually saw the kite in the trailer. That kite, I was very sort of skeptical about it, because I was thinking, okay, that kite sort of looks cool and interesting, but then it's not going to be really necessary to use in the gameplay. But no, this kite is definitely going to be necessary for the gameplay. It adds a sort of unique element and twist to this sort of genre of gaming. Normally in Mario Kart games or racing games or sort of like Mario, I'm always like, oh, this person just jumped in front of me, this person just went past me. Now the only way I can actually get past them or anything, what I have to do is either throw a power-up at them and slow them down, or I can just see if I can drive faster than them. The kite adds a whole new option, because when you're about to obviously jump off a cliff, and the kite is going to glide you swiftly down or back onto your path. If someone's in front of you, you can just move the analog stick down, and then your sort of cart will drive up a little, and there's like you're sort of floating on top of them. I'm going to tell you guys, the kite controlled like a dream. It feels sort of like, I'll give you a sort of a very quick example. You've played Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, or you've seen it at least. If you've played it, you'll get a better understanding of what I'm talking about here. When you're actually gliding as Batman in those two games, of course it's completely different, but I'm just saying, if you're as Batman, you want to go left or right, or probably glide down or glide up, you have to move the arrows or analog stick a little bit to the bottom, a little bit to the top and all that. Mario Kart controls exactly like that, but obviously nowhere near as cool as Batman. Let's get that straight right now. I don't want any sort of those flaming comments, but that's what happens in the game, and using the kite adds, like I said, a whole new sort of variety to the gameplay. And it was very, very fun to use the kite. That was one of my favourite elements of the gameplay. And also those mushrooms that sort of give you a boost, you can use that when you're using the kite as well and really make you go faster, and you can surpass pretty much all of the other players. So that was fantastic. Mario Kart 3D looks awesome. I'm thinking, me personally, I liked Mario Kart for the DS at first, but then the gameplay was a bit boring. The graphics although they were very nice and elegant, they didn't look like there was enough on screen. It looked like we needed more. It looks very plain. But on the 3DS version, they've nailed it. I'm very impressed. So let me remind you guys that all these games were demos. Like, they weren't really the full game being played there, it was just demos of these games. So, I was playing, me and my brother were playing demo versions of the games, and the one we played the most was Mario Kart, and the one we enjoyed the most was Mario Kart. I wasn't really thinking I'd be getting this Mario Kart game for the 3DS. I knew the 3D effects would look really good, which they do, especially when the kite comes, when you're using the kite actually comes out of the screen, and in different angles it's a treat to look at, when you look at the kite at different angles. So the 3D for all three of those games, fantastic. They do look like they would appeal to a different audience. If you're not a Mario fan, each of those games will appeal to you in a different sort of way. Me personally, Luigi's Mansion, not really, until the price gets a lot lower. The same with Super Mario. I would like the price to go a little bit lower before I actually get that, say about £20. I'd be happy to pay that much money for it. But I would probably will get Mario Kart 3DS when it comes out next month. The game was beautiful to look at. Both me and my brother adored it. The graphics were beautiful. I'd say the best looking game out of the three was Super Mario. That looked really good. A lot of variety on screen going on. The 3D effect, absolutely fantastic. And overall gameplay looked really solid as well. Like I said, I have to stress this, Luigi's Mansion looks like it really, really needs a lot of work doing to it. And just to let you guys know, I did actually manage to record a bit of gameplay on the screen. I gave my brother my HTC Desire S and told him to record it for me. I pushed the record button, and while I was playing the game quickly, one of the rounds for about over a minute. So I was thinking of putting it on this video for you guys, just to let you see what the gameplay looks like. But I want to contact Nintendo first, because I don't want them to issue a sort of copyright thing on my channel and have my channel removed. So I'm going to ask Nintendo's permission. If they give me permission, I'll just upload the video. But they also did show the Flame Red 3DS, and I quickly recorded that just to give you guys a quick sort of look at the Red 3DS. Looks very, very nice. But anyway, guys, that's enough of me rambling. I'll see you all in the next video.